Welcome back to what Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. Yes, this is the M44 way back in 2017. You're looking at an M44, the Tier 6 American SPG on the south spawn of Murovanka Encounter, and it's under the command of Major Nuisance. And we've got 3 battles that he took place in, or took part in I should say, back in 2017, and we'll see how he managed to get on. The game started. Well, you can see he's got 1 mark of excellence on the barrel already, and he's moving off to a firing position. That rather colourful KV2 there was generated by Sir Rusty, who's a very talented skin developer, and of course he used to work with the late lamented Demented Bunny, his daughter, who sadly is no longer with us, but her skins will live on forever, and so will she. Okay, Murovanka looks very different now. This is a pre-HD map. 9.20 is the client, so there is a stun, but stun had only just come in recently, and they were still getting used to it. Now the M44 has the 155mm howitzer. It's built on the hull of a Walker Bulldog, and there are still some Arty in service around the world. In fact, Turkey still has quite a few of them, and they have them in storage. In fact, they were actually fitted with brand new Rhine metal guns, which will actually extend the range out to 25 kilometers. Apparently Belgium has some 25 of them in stock, but they might be monuments now. I'm not so sure about that. Fires one in where the OI was last seen. Now, as I mentioned in the previous video, you may notice that the tracer and the explosions look very similar to the ones that actually are going into the sandbox when the new design, common client. You notice that? Yes, they didn't design a new bang and an explosion, they just redeveloped an old one. And now they're about to ruin the game because they're going to neuter Arty, and then, well, players won't be able to rely on their Arty to save them in the future because it just won't be possible. Rounds out the Tiger, just landed in front of him. Okay, somebody's in the cap. It's probably the Cromwell, and he's just about to be joined, I think, by another tank. Yep. There's 2 in the cap now. VK3001P, back when they were medium tanks. And they've now got 3 in the cap. And seeing as this is a encounter game, it does take twice as long, but of course, if you've got 3 in the cap, it can go very quickly. Oh, that was the near miss on the Tiger. Enemy Arty's been spotted by our light tanks at the other end of the battlefield, but Major Nuisance is going to stay with the targets he's got at the moment. Oh, SP1C. Can you put a round into this guy? He's moving quickly. No, he's lost sight, but he can still see that Wizzy 1201 GFT. Dialing in. Rounds out. Long range shot. Well, it landed just in front of him. Yes, I think a lot of people seeing these replays will suddenly realise, yeah, wargaming really didn't change much actually when they brought in these sandbox changes. This is basically the same game. And he's got a bombardier there. I think he killed 2 with 1 shot. That won't happen in the future, of course, because wargaming are reducing the amount of damage that Arty does, so it'll be very rare to get a bombardier. You'll rarely see them. And you certainly won't see Paul's Medals and Radley Walters unless the enemy team, happens to be really dreadful. Okay, T28 HTC. The enemy's only got 1 tank left alive. It's this guy, and well, he doesn't want to damage his T37, but the T37 did get taken out, and it's the SU-14-1 who got the kill that won the game. Let's have a look at game number 2. The second game is from the north spawn of Cliff. Yes, the old pre-HD version. Game on. Well, you can see there were relatively few bushes back then. In fact, there was virtually no cover at all. But there was still that area in the Western Pass where you could go and hide. Though many people didn't actually go down there, funnily enough. Major Nuisance is heading down there. He didn't go over the edge of the cliff. Maybe he didn't want to damage his vehicle at all. Slightly different configuration of bushes now. Of course, back then it was fairly obvious which bush you were in because there was only really a few that you could actually use. And he's aiming down the Western Pass and hoping that the enemy will come to sight. Oh! Enemy tank, an AMX CLC trying to go up on top of the cliff to the lighthouse. He's about to try and put a round into him. Rounds out. Oh, big hit! Big hit! 242. That's a useful one. They did get a light tank up on top of the hill, but I don't know how long he's going to stay up there. And I think that AMX is probably going to be regretting his move to go up the hill, as will this AMX, this Panzer IV Ausführung H. He's taken a rather big hit already trying to go up there. Okay, Major Nuisance about to shoot. Rounds out. Close, but no cigar on that occasion. Yep, there are two light tanks up there. In fact, the AMX CLC actually stopped halfway up the hill. Going for the T-3485M. Rounds out. Nice hit! That was a solid hit, that one. He felt that. Okay, so we've got two light tanks and a medium up here, but I think Major Nuisance will have something to say about that. I think he's going to serve an eviction notice on them. Rounds out. That's one. His game was brief, but he did participate. Yes, you'll get a participation medal. That's what these SJWs get, isn't it? Rounds out. Oh, he's got another one. And there's the AMX CLC, but it's not the same one he hit earlier because he just killed that. So there's now two light tanks up there, and our AMX 1375's gone up there as well. Unfortunately, though, facing two enemies, he's probably not likely to live long. And yeah, that came true. Rounds out on the AMX 1375, and he gets a nice little hit that tracks him. Both of them been stunned, and they've both gone behind the building, or behind the lighthouse itself now. Okay, got Tiger 1 coming around the corner. Blind shots. Hits the ground. T1 Heavy looks a good target, as long as the shell doesn't hit the rock face. Standard reload for the M44 is 19.08 seconds, but you can get it down as low as 15 seconds if you have all the necessary... Oh, beautiful one! The AMX CLC's bit the dust. So that's two light tanks he's taken out and one medium. Can he get this one? Because if he does, that will take out all the enemy light tanks. Rounds out. Blind shot. Did he get it? No, he didn't. But that T-3485M's still there. And we've got a VK3601H as well, the Tiger precursor. Rounds out. Nice hit right into the engine bay. 170 hit points. Leaves them on a one shot or a splash kill. Yep, that AMX is still up there. Don't know how long he'll be up there though. Okay, Major Nuisance, do your stuff. He's moving, rounds out. Oh, got away with that one. Can you get another one in? This guy's coming down the hill. It'd be nasty if he died to a crash at the bottom. Has he rolled over? He's rolled over! Rounds out. Yes! He got him! He fell down the side of the cliff and he took him out. Okay, KV2. Aim for the red star. That's one of Sir Rusty's special KV2s. And he got a direct hit. Enemy Arty's been spotted. AMX-13AM, Tier 5 French SPG. Based on the AMX 13-ton tank. We're still 2 tanks down on the enemy. If you see closely enough, you can see it actually says Sukabiat on the side of that vehicle. Okay. Now, supposedly, there's a T-34-85M near our cap area, and he might be about to pay us a visit. He hasn't gone through the cap, and there he is. Oh, just been hit, but he's shotgunned. Well, it wasn't a shotgun, but it was a very hastily aimed snapshot, and it worked. But unfortunately, we have been hit, and we've lost our gunner, and that really does affect the accuracy a lot. And there's the last enemy Arty, the AMX-13F3, and you can see our reticule's basically not coming down. He needs to fix his gunner. He's got a first aid kit, so he can use it. Rounds out. Well, that one I think hit the side of the cliff. I don't think it hit the T-28. I think the AMX-13F3 shotgunned him, but I'm not sure if he's realised that he's lost his gunner and now his reticule's so big. There's only 2 left on their team, so it looks like they are going to lose this one. They're facing 6, so it's outnumbered 3-1. I'm wondering if he's decided he's not going to fix his gunner, because this was back when repair kits or first aid kits could only be used once, and once they were used, that's it, they were out. And yes, he did get taken out in the end. Okay, so it's now just down to the Churchill 1, who's a little way off. And he's gone. So sadly, this one is a loss, but it was a good loss because he managed to get 5 kills. 1/3 of the enemy team's the high score on this game. And at least he went down fighting. Let's have a look at the third and last battle. Well, this will take some people back because this is the old version of Erlenberg. Yes, look around that map. Do you remember it? Yes, it used to be quite different. Game started. Where's he going to go? Well, it looks like he's going to go over to the east side of the map and hide in the trees. Now, what Arty Noobs started in 2016, and we weren't capable of doing videos until 2017. We did get this one submitted to us along with a lot of other videos. Unfortunately, there were just so many videos coming in, so many people requesting them, that we just weren't able to do them all at the same time and get them done. But we did keep the records. We weren't going to let them go without actually addressing them and trying to get them, because I think some people wanted to see them. They remembered the old games and they wanted to see them again. Well, there are some features on this map that you won't see on the new version of Erlenberg. Remember that little position with the magic bush on top of the hill on Erlenberg? And there was also another position where you could actually use gun depression, or Arty could use gun depression through the castle grounds. Very different now. Okay, the enemy's made a strong push already. And Major Nuisance is trying to help his teammates over on the west side of the map because they're under pressure. Over on this side, he spotted a Hellcat, or rather he hasn't. One of his teammates in the T-34-85M did, and he spotted a Skoda as well. Rounds out the Skoda. Oh, beautiful kill right through the side of that Skoda. He didn't suffer anything. He didn't know what happened to him. He was out the game just like that. Okay, he's marked the target. Let his teammates know the Hellcat's trying to get the T-34-85M. Lining up the shot, trying to get a line up. He's moving about quite a lot. Rounds out. Oh, what a hit! That was a massive hit there. It was recorded as 207 hit points of damage, but he hit the Hellcat just the right moment, and so did his teammate hit him. And that's a blind shot there on the AT2. Over on the west side of the map, we can see there's a ding-dong battle going on that side as the guys are trying to get round. And an SP1C sitting out all on its own. Rounds out. Close. So close. 33 hit points. I reckon he's still there. Major Nuisance reloading as quickly as he can. So around about a 15-second reload. Rounds out. Nope, didn't get him. But we've got a whole bunch of enemy tanks here to all together. And they're fighting it out with our guys. There's an AMX ELC there, very badly wounded. Trying to run away. Stopped, regrouped, he's coming back. Rounds out. Oh, and he got him with a splash. So he's gone as well. In amongst the houses coming down from the castle. Again, these are features that have gone out of the new version of Erlenberg. Didn't have those or don't have them in the new one. All the buildings are featured around the town. There's no cover on that field on the west side. It's just a glaring empty space. Well, that and the downed bomber. Rounds out the VK. Big hit. Right into the side, tracked him. Holding in there. The annoying thing is he's down to 5 teammates now, 5 including himself. And I'm afraid they're facing 8 enemies. But some of those enemies are badly damaged. Is that VK? Can you get another shot in? Whoever's hitting that guy. Oh, beautiful. He's out the game. It was the AMX 1357 using his 57mm gun to pepper that guy through the holes. Oh, we just got a direct hit there on, I think it was the T-3485M. KB1. Kill! Oh, that was brutal, that one. But he did sit out in the open. You don't want to do that. Well, the SP1C sitting on the bridge. Dangerous thing to do. He's lining him up for a shot. Work it out. Work it out. There you go. Rounds out. Yep. That's 4. Okay, the IS is capping, which is a bit of a mistake. If you remember, they used to cap inside this circle right next door to the buildings. The AMX 1357 came up and assassinated the IS. There's the T-3485M near the bridge. Oh, that was a direct hit as well. No explosion. So he definitely caught the guy, tagged him. Tiger 131's moving up. So it's all turned around now. It's 3 versus 4. And most of it's been down to Major Nuisance as well, because he's been putting in some absolutely spectacular shots. Splashes the Tiger 131. I must say some credit has to go as well to the AMX 1357, because he also has 3 kills. And he's been doing some nice assassination jobs. Tiger 131, rounds out. And that's a kill as well. 5 kills now. 1/3 of the enemy team has been wiped out by Major Nuisance. But this won't happen in the future, because of course it'll be very difficult for Arty to get that number of kills with reduced damage. Well, it's now down to 2 versus 2. The enemy's got a Hellcat and an M44, and our team, well, we've got the AMX 1357 and Major Nuisance's M44. I know which team on paper is better. Okay, he's looking around the scenery to see if he can find the enemy Arty. The M44 won't fire over the entire range of the map. You need to be closer to the centre to do that. He's right at the very edge at the moment. There are a number of places that enemy Arty used to hide out, either near the river or in the bushes, and the AMX 1357 is looking for them right now. Only trouble is that the flight time for the shell is quite long. In fact, it's very long. It's about 4 seconds at this range. He's having a good look. As you can see, this end of the map has changed quite a lot because now there's a tree line. And he's found the M44! Major Nuisance dialing in. Here we go. And, well, he fires the round out, but I'm afraid he'd already been killed. That means now there's only one enemy left, the Hellcat, and we've just had the Hooter. In fact, actually, I forgot to mention right at the start of the game, this is an assault game only lasting 10 minutes. Both of them have now got 5 kills. They could platoon to actually get a brothers in arms, and if the enemy doesn't cap out, then they're going to have to try and kill both of us in order to win. Should have mentioned this was an assault battle right from the start. Oh, the Hellcat got very close. There he is. And he fails with a shotgun. Will he have time enough to reload? Not sure if the Hellcat can see him now. Oh, he does. Yes, he has seen him. He only got 98 hit points off that with an HE round. He's come in close. Major Nuisance is going to get loaded. Oh, he shotguns him at close range. And wins the battle and gets a top gun to boot. That was impressive. What a way to win the game. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Here's the end of battle results, and with the first battle on Murovanka, Major Nuisance managed to get a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 5 exactly. He did get a Bombardier. He took out 2 enemy tanks with 1 shot. The Wizzy 1201 GFT and the Sparpanzer, because they were at the other end of the map and they were sitting close to each other, and 1 shot went in. Of course, he did get some damage on the enemy in that encounter game. I'm afraid he didn't get very much though, unfortunately, because his team were just too damn good. And so you can see here he only got 247 hit points, 2 kills, and only 387 XP. If we look at the detail report, we can see he fired 9 shots, got 1 direct hit, 1 penetration and 6 splash. Damage of 247 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. Damage 4 of the enemy, killed 2 and got 20 hit points of damage assistance and 5 stuns. On a premium count, he earned 14,921 credits, and after ammunition resupply took away 10,376 credits. He got 581 XP, same again from personal missions payout, and 1,162 experience points altogether. So not a bad battle, but it wasn't great because his team were just too good at taking out the enemy. In the second battle on Cliff, well, yes, he did better. It was a 3rd class tanker in this one. He got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In this one he got 16. He got a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He actually got 5, 1/3 of the enemy team, 1 short of a Top Gun. And on top of all that, he took out all the enemy light tanks in that game, so he ended up with a Naden's medal as well for getting all the lights, and that's an epic medal. You can see this battle took place in November of 2017 as well. We look at team score. We can see that he did much better in this game. He actually got the highest damage in the game, but he didn't get the high caliber because it wasn't 20% of the enemy hit pool. The second highest damage was the T-34-2 GFT on the enemy team with 1,606. And the third highest damage was the AMX 1375 that he took out. He got 1,321. When it came to kills, he got the highest number of those with 5. 4 kills went to the AMX 1375 and 3 kills went to the T-34-2 GFT and the AMX 13 F3AM. They both got 3. And when it came to base XP, yes, I'm afraid it's the enemy team does the best here. The AMX 13 F3 managed to get 816, the 1375 got 790, and the T-3485M got 775, and you can see that Major Nuisance got the highest base XP on his team with 457, but yes, it was a losing game. He fired 19 shots in this game, 7 direct hits and 7 penetrations. In fact, if you remember, one of those shots was right into the face of that T-3485M. Now, did he pen that one? Yes, in fact, he penned him twice in that game as well. 2 pen shots on him. If we go back to the details, we can see he also got 5 splash, damage of 1,682 hit points, of which 1,514 were at more than 300 meters. He received 2 hits from the enemy, both were penetrations, I'm afraid. 7 enemy vehicles were damaged, 5 were killed, and 7 stuns in that battle. He earned 26,365 credits, got 5,506 from an Achievements Award, and 31,872 altogether. After repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables took away 19,908 credits, 686 XP, 409 for the Achievements Award, took away 1,095 experience points altogether. So the second battle, even though it was a loss, it was still a very good one because he put up a really good fight, and of course he killed all the enemy light tanks. Let's have a look at the last battle. That was the one on Erlenberg Assault, and in this one he managed to get a second class tanker, so he was progressively getting better. He also got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In this one he got 15, and of course he got the Top Gun by killing the Hellcat right at the very end. He ended up with a Battle Hero medal and winning the game, and you can see this game took place in December of 2017. If we look at the team score, we can see he didn't get the highest damage in the game. The Assassin, the AMX 1357, he managed to get 3,092 hit points of damage. The second highest damage was the VK3002D on the enemy team. 2,306 went to him. And then we've got the M44 of Major Nuisance with 1,868 hit points of damage. When it came to kills, he's got the top. 6 kills went to him, 5 kills to the AMX 1357, 3 kills to the enemy M44. So he wasn't doing badly, but I'm afraid just wasn't in Major Nuisance's league. When it came to base XP, it was the AMX 1357 who did the best with 1,359, and you'd have to hope that that guy did get an ace tanker out that game. He put in enough effort to do it. 913 went to Major Nuisance, and the third highest was the T-3485M on their team with 693. He fired 20 rounds in this game, 6 direct hits, 6 penetrations, 8 splash. You don't get so many penetrations nowadays because Wargaming have basically nerfed Arty to stop them from penetrating. So I'm afraid, sadly, that's one of the facts that actually has happened. They say, oh, we're giving you armor-piercing shells for the new version of World of Tanks. Yeah, but what's an armor-piercing... What use is an armor-piercing shell when it won't penetrate? I mean, I tried to penetrate an E75 with a 152mm round frontally, and it wouldn't go through. And that was a direct hit. I heard it clang on his hull, and it didn't do a damn thing. 1,674 hit points of the damage was done at more than 300 meters. Obviously, the difference was that close shot on the Hellcat at very close range. He did receive a hit. It was from the Hellcat. It did penetrate, but it was an HE round, and surprisingly, it didn't do enough to actually wipe him out. 10 enemy vehicles were damaged, 6 were killed, and 34 hit points of stun assist off 8 stuns. On a premium count, he earned 35,184 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply, took away 24,348 credits. 1,370 XP, and no multipliers, so that's all the experience points he took away. So, there you go. Progressively better for Major Nuisance, and quite an exciting battle right at the end on the old Erlenberg map. I hope you enjoyed those replays, and if you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.